Hello, friends. Today we are going to briefly talk about the most popular yellow X strategy as of today. Market Cipher is a indicator system that has many different strategies that people use themselves, and there are new ones discovered every day. This one we're going to go over is one that I discovered, and it is, to my knowledge, the most popular yellow X strategy to the day of this video. Now, what these yellow X's are, first of all, is a indicator that many say doesn't really exist, which is a whale manipulation, whale move alert. When there's yellow X's, typically that means there is a setup to a bigger move coming into the future. Can be bullish, can be bearish, depending on the setting. Normally I find them, the majority of the time, they are bearish. The majority, that doesn't mean all the time, probably 55-60%. But with this strategy, it relates to a sell-off exhaustion. So here we're on the 15-minute, which is typically about the lowest time frame that I like to use with the yellow X strategy. And what happens is after 4, sometimes 5 yellow X's, the sell-off exhausts, and we start to look for signs of momentum moving to the upside and look for longs. Most of the time it's 4 X's, sometimes it's 5. With the yellow X's in general, typically the first 2 are the strongest for a dump indication. So when you see 1 yellow X, 2 yellow X, most likely the majority part of the sell-off hasn't come yet. By the 4th or 5th X, we start to look for signs of exhaustion, looking for a long. Now, this doesn't mean that you go to the 1 minute or the 30-second time frame and start looking for 4 yellow X's and say, oh, let's go long. That's not how it works. And sometimes in a dump, there'll be 4 yellow X's and there's going to be more, and it'll keep dumping. So again, when we have 4 yellow X's, that does not mean we just enter along automatically. We look for exhaustion. It means that now we're starting to look for our momentum waves to start printing trigger waves or higher high waves. Our money flow, we look for it to start curving to the upside. Our RSIs, we look to start curving to the upside, going from oversold to start moving up, to potentially overbought. You look for green dots on Market Cipher. We're looking for bullish confirmations. It's as simple as that. Obviously, the higher the time frame, the stronger. I find the 15-minute and the 30-minute, 15-minute, 20-minute, between the 30-minute are the most common time frames that I find myself using the 4X strategy. How this came to be was kind of it just happened. The yellow X's are a manipulation alert, big move coming indicator, a leading indicator. But for some reason, the number 4 in general is an important number with trading, especially with Bitcoin, but in trading overall, something about the number 4. So again, when we're in a sell-off, we see 4 yellow X's. Now we start to look for exhaustion of the sell-off. We're starting to look for signs for coming to the upside and looking for longs. Don't want to overcomplicate the strategy. When I enter a trade off of this strategy, or any trade for that matter, I don't go all in with one entry. Spread it out maybe 3 or 4. If I'm going to do a $1,000 trade, I'll do 250 here, maybe 250 here, 250 here. Spread it out. It is not a guarantee that it is over, but many, many, many a time, after 4 X's, sometimes 5, you will see that it's been a bottom and a good place to enter along. So, we see our first few signs. Let's see, it's okay, 20 minutes on there. What about the 10 minute? 10 minute, we had 4 X's. Looking at the 10 minute, we see that for the, well, I guess you could say second time, this could have been a higher high technically. This was around the 3rd X. But we see that, okay, we have our momentum strongly coming to the upside. Look at that. She's cutting through. The money flow wave just looks like she's just starting to curve to the upside. We might have a little pinch off here. This momentum could be coming for a little pinch off. Remember, she has to zig and zag. She has to go up, then come down, then come up, then come down. It's not going to go up all in one shot. Go to the next time frame over on the 7 minute. We said momentum, yes, momentum is starting to come to the upside. This wave is just pinching off, so she's coming up for air like someone who fell off a raft, whitewater rafting. When you pull someone up from a raft, you got to push them down into the water so the momentum carries you back up when you pull them up. So this person fell off the raft. It just came up and said, help me, I need air. And the person in the raft grabbed him by the life jacket and is saying, hold on, I got to dunk you so I can pull you back up. So right now, this is the dunk you phase. In my opinion, most likely it's going to dunk you and then probably come up more. Right, so this wave's going to come down and then hopefully come up more. And then it's going to get dunked again, come up more. So right here, on this specific trade, I've entered my first entry, entered my first little entry, low or no leverage, small starter to be safe. And as we see more signs of confidence on our time frames, hopefully we get a good entry. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the 4 yellow X strategy. 4 or 5 yellow X's. We start looking for confirmations to the upside. Good luck.